Hi y'all, what's up? Today we are going to Canada from US, so travel with me, okay? It's literally the last week of the summer and we're trying to disconnect from the work and take the kid to have some fun before the school starts. And in this vlog, you're gonna see a lot of me, my beloved husband, and we're traveling with my little one as well. And she's mimicking me to take some videos about the road trip and herself. And for this trip, we're going on the road trip and drive ourselves, and the total trip is like 7 hours of driving without the traffic, but obviously that's not going to be ideal situation, because as of now, which is 5 hours away from our destination in Montreal, it's already having some traffic already. So we'll see how it goes, but it will be fun. We got a sunny day and clear sky with a temperature around 25 Celsius or 75-ish Fahrenheit, so it's super nice weather. We're taking the interstate route I-87 north from Pennsylvania all the way to Canada, Montreal. Since we're taking the little one with us during this long trip, we stop occasionally for the lunchtime and bio break. Along the road, as we cross the different states from Pennsylvania to Jersey to New York, the weather changes a little bit as well. So you can see that it started as a super sunny, clear sky, and now it's cloudy and overcasting, and even a little bit rainy towards the borderline. And I observed that the gasoline price changed quite a lot. So the cheapest one is in New Jersey, and that price almost doubled when you enter the Canadian border. As we approach the north of the New York state, the weather becomes a little bit rainy, especially in the mountainous area. My daughter actually suffered a little during this long driving, so I actually wouldn't advise this road trip to the families with the little ones. If you need the frequent bio break, be careful about the exit around the township called Osable, which is a small town approximately 2 exits before you cross the borderline. Wow, look at this rain. It's pouring cats and dogs. We're now halfway through the driving, and the Montreal is another 4 hours away from us. And we decided to take a little break in the resting area, service area here. I actually like this rest stop a lot because it smells new and looks clean and neat. Above all, it actually has a cute exhibit window here to demonstrate the history and the valuable items for the local people. Because in there you cannot find a public restroom. So be prepared and plan ahead. Based on my experience, it's not always easy to find the public restroom along the highway, so I really did my homework and paid my price. Now we're at the checkpoint and custom between the US and the Canadian borderline. I see one fast lane for the Nexus users. Surprisingly, it's super easy to cross the border from US to Canada. Literally, it's just taking us 2 minutes, and it's not vice versa. Usually, it takes much longer time to go from Canada to US. Based on this one-time experience, I'd say the waiting time is short and relatively easy, maybe because we arrive at the evening time just to shy away from the rush hour. Once you pass that checkpoint, everything becomes French. For example, the stop sign becomes ahead, and then the speed limit becomes kilometers per hour. You see, the upper speed limit here is actually 100 kilometers per hour, not 100 miles per hour. So there's a huge difference. Just be careful. After we pass the borderline, we drive another 1 hour and 50 minutes to enter the Montreal city. and it's 2 to 3 degrees Celsius cooler than that in New York and Pennsylvania. Someone told me that the Montreal city is always rainy and under the construction. But anyway, it's an interesting big city. The police car looks the same as that in the US, but the emergency dial number is different though. I always enjoy traveling in the metropolitan city but live in the rural area. And this is our hotel room in the downtown Sheraton of Montreal. It's a nice suite and a good downtown overview. We like this hotel a lot. This Sheraton is definitely better than that in the US. It has a nice executive lounge with good quality food to provide breakfast and snacks. It's always an enjoyable moment to take the breakfast and view the city from a higher level on a typical Montreal morning in the early fall. The primary language in the hotel is even French, and the air conditioning is in the Celsius rather than Fahrenheit. So this kind of differences is interesting and takes me a while to adjust. Another fun fact is that in Canada, they even have this 10% of the coffee creamer, versus in US, we have less of a choice for the creamer. So we got either 2% or the non-fat dairy. This is our second day in Montreal. We have a very compact schedule and a nice one-day tour in Montreal City. So we focused on the historical old city of Montreal and all those must-have sightseeing places. Basically, the must-have places include the Notre Dame, Place d'Armes, and the Mont Royal. In the old city, it boasts a lot of history, all kinds of colonial-style construction buildings, and the gourmet restaurants. Along the riverside, you can see the railroad and a lot of trails for hiking and jogging. On the port of Montreal, there is also excursion and the small size of cruise available for the tourists. Besides, there are a lot of parks and open and free public spaces available for biking, hiking, and picnic. So pretty much a lot of activities for everyone. In the early fall, August and September each year, it's the best golden season of the Montreal. Nice weather and the city boasts a lot of activities. A lot of nice boutique restaurants are available at the sidewalk, so you gotta taste Montreal. A lot of people recommend the dessert stop of the Montreal. So in the old city, I actually entered one of them, and it's very much alike the one that I visited in the Europe. This is a Notre Dame Church of the Montreal, another must-have historic site of the Catholic Church. The place the arm is right across the Notre Dame and within the same square, to memorize the founder of this Montreal city. The Bank of Montreal Museum is also a popular place. After lunchtime, we keep our journey to the Mount Royal. Do you know Montreal in English actually means Mount Royal? It's another place for hiking and biking, another scenic point that's very much worth visiting. It only takes half an hour easy walk from the parking lot to this place. You can enjoy the skyline of this Montreal city and the nice, refreshing breeze. Everything is priceless. We took a lot of pictures here. It's a nice memory for the entire family. There are a lot of murals on the walls, and there is a dessert stop and restroom inside this place. But to my surprise, this place smells like a bathroom, so it's pretty weird. Near the parking lot, there is a nice exhibit room within that Smith house. Unfortunately, they don't have the public restroom here unless you pay something for the food, which is a shame. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog and the whole travel with me to the Montreal. I'll see you guys next time in my next vlog.